Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, thank you for clicking to this video, and if you're a recurring viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I hope you are all having a happy new year. Now in today's video, I will be sharing with you easy and common houseplants that are not pothos. Usually when we think of easy houseplants, the first thing that comes to mind is pothos. But yeah, in today's video, I will be sharing with you 9 plants that are very easy yet uncommon. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into the video. So this is gonna be in no particular order. I am just gonna be grabbing them as I go. So the first plant I have on the list is a Hoya. I think I only have one Hoya on the list today. But I chose this one because of how she is looking very nicely these days. And to be honest, I don't do a lot to this plant. And of all my Hoyas, I find this one to be the easiest. I have a few that are easy as well, but not as fast growing and as easygoing as this one. And it is my Hoya cronana black margin. I have had this plant for a while now. If you have been on my channel for a while, you would have seen this on my Hoya plant tour. So I chose this one in particular because she is just a very easy care plant. Compared to my other Hoyas, she is the fast growing and she is just very chill, and she is actually also very pretty. I love the texture of the leaf of this one. It has a lot of vines on this pot, so she is looking super full, and there are different textures and colors on the leaves. I mean, some has splashings more than the others, and she also has some black margin on the edge of the leaves, which is pretty unique to a plant. And also she has a lot of new growth. She has so much tendrils all over the place. And so, yeah, look at that baby leaf. I don't know if you could see over by my thumb there. Yeah, it doesn't focus. It's focusing on my face. Yeah, look at that tiny leaf over there. She is so cute. I got this one as a bigger plant already, but it had grown so much in my care for sure. This is still in the original pot that it came in. She is looking very happy. She has some healthy roots going out of the pot. But yeah, I just water her when the pot is feeling light. Usually that's how I check my bigger plants. I would just lift this pot up, and if it's heavy, I don't water, and if it's lighter than usual, I will give it a little drink. I have her under the shelf on a grow light, so she is doing very well. So yeah, this is my Hoya cronana black margin. The rest of the plants actually are plants that I have had in my channel or in my collection for a while, but because of how easy and how just, you know, they just do its own thing, and I don't have to do anything a lot to them. Most of them I don't show in my channel a lot, just like this one here. This is a philodendron chocolate Empress. It is not a very common plant, at least in my area. Like, I don't see this often in someone's collection, but I have had her for a while now. I got this as a tiny plant with just a few leaves and smaller leaves, like much like this one. But she is now giving me these bigger leaves like this. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It has like a darker burgundy back, or no, just the veining, I mean, but some tinge of reddish on the leaf, back of the leaf as well. And yeah, so she is just a very chill plant. She is working on this new leaf over here. She sits under a like I have a plant stand, and it has 2 layers, and she sits underneath it, and she seemed to be happy. And yeah, I love the shape of the leaves with the raggedy edges. So pretty. If you guys can get your hands on one of these, I recommend this a lot, because yeah, it is not gonna give you any problem at all, and she will just grow with very minimal care. So yeah, this is a philodendron chocolate Empress. Okay, the next one is a peperomia. I just have like 1 or 2 peperomias in my collection, to be honest, because I find peperomias to be very difficult. I used to have like a lot of peperomias in my collection. I had a different ruffle, ripple type of peperomias with very bright, colorful leaves, and they all have just disappeared in my collection because I can't handle the watering routine of them, especially. But this one is an exception. I have had her as a very tiny plant, and she is this one here. This is my peperomia incana. I got her as a 4-inch starter plant, and she has grown into this. I actually have taken cuttings from her already. So yeah, after I cut her up, she grew this whole vine here. And yeah, she is looking very happy and very beautiful. I love the leaves of this plant. It is super soft and velvety and thick, and it's like it has some tiny hairs to it. And the shape of the leaves, it's like little hearts. Yeah, this is my peperomia incana. The only care that I do with her is just to not let her dry up too much. And so I have like, let me show you, I have like a little reservoir of water over there, so it serves as like a self-watering pot for her. And so yeah, she is very happy with that setup, and I'm so proud that I could take care of this peperomia. And yeah, at least I have 1 peperomia in my care. So yeah, peperomia incana. This is also an uncommon plant in my area, and luckily I found her. Where did I got this plant? I think I got her from Facebook Marketplace as usual. So yeah, so proud of this plant. Lighting wise, she doesn't require a lot of bright light, but I think she could appreciate more light, because if you can notice, the leaves on the bottom part, like on this lower part here, the leaves are bigger, and then the leaves on the upper part are growing smaller. This mostly has grown under a grow light, which I think is not sufficient for her, but that is all I could do really for now, since the winter is here. But summertime, I have her by the window, and she is doing very well. But I think she is still okay. She is growing new leaves, like this whole vine here has some small leaves growing. So yeah, I think I am okay with that. Although I love the bigger leaves, I am also happy that she has, or I am happy at least that she is growing, and that is enough for me. So yeah, peperomia incana. So the next one is a plant that also just do its own thing. I have shown her quite a few times already in my channel, And I like this plant because of the different leaf texture and shape of the leaves as well. And it is my Epipremnum giganteum silver. If you can see, it has a long strappy shape leaves. I don't know if it is coming through the camera. The color of the leaves is more like the silver sword philodendron, but this one has like hard textured leaf, and she also has like thick stem, and she has very chunky roots that is already attaching to the pole that I made. And so yeah, she doesn't in my case at least, she doesn't require a lot of light, but I think she could tolerate more bright light, because the same case with the Peperomia incana. When I have her closer to a bright light, she was continuously growing, like leaf after leaf after leaf. But since the winter, I just have her underneath a grow light behind me, actually on the shelf, and I have not had a new leaf in a very long time. Although this one seemed to have like a new, like this part here. I think she is pregnant and she's gonna give me a new leaf very soon. It has been a while since I got a new leaf from her, so I bet you if I put her on a bright light, she's gonna give me more leaves faster than she's doing right now. But I kind of not mind it as well, because as I said, I am trying to consolidate my collection. And so if I could keep my plants smaller in a longer time, I would be happy to have them on the shelf behind me, and so I wouldn't worry about the space. And yeah, she is also very dusty. Yeah, that is the most case with my plants. They are dusty because I just water her, like she has the water on the bottom, as I said, so I don't really take her to the sink or to the shower to wash her off a little bit. But yeah, she is doing very well, other than a little slow growing, which is usually the case with plants. If you put them in a lower light, of course they're not going to grow fast, which is a good thing for me. So yeah, Epipremnum giganteum silver. So the next one is a part of a family of a very common plant, but the particular plant that I will be showing you now is a uncommon plant, and it is my whalefin sansevieria, commonly known as snake plant. But this particular type is a little uncommon. I am happy that I found her, because I've been wanting this type of sansevieria for a very long time. I love that the, how do you guys call this one? Is this a leaf or a frond? I don't know. It has like a pinkish edges to the leaves, which is very pretty with the contrasting dark green color and some splashings. It is just so unique. I have a few other types of sansevieria, and one of them actually I put outside on the summertime, and it had grown so much outside. But yeah, I have it back inside now for the winter. And so yeah, I also have like the common ones with the yellow edges of the leaves that I have on my plant wall. But yeah, this one is my favorite of all the bunch, and I am proud of it. This actually, to be honest, this actually is like I combined two plants in this pot. That's why it looks huge. But you guys like it? It's so full and so pretty. This requires more light than usual, but it can also tolerate moderate light. And I just water it when the soil is 100% dry. Usually I just give it a little water on the bottom. I have a what is this, saucer on the bottom here. This is just a takeout container from, you know, food store restaurant. So yeah, this is my Sansevieria Wellfin. Yeah, that is that one. And then the next plant is a very compared to the plants that I am showing you guys today, this one is a more colorful one, a more bright plant. And you would think, because of the variegation, you would think that it would be very difficult and it would require a lot of care, a lot of light. But this one here is a very chill plant. This here is my peperum. Okay, what am I doing? I am mixing up my words these days. This here is my philodendron painted lady, which is looking very healthy. She has beautiful leaves with the minty and pink tinge to the leaves, and she has the pink stem. The light is not very good, but yeah, she has pink stems, and the petal is like pinkish as well, not as pink, but yeah, she is working on a new leaf right now over here. In general, this plant is super easy. I have it underneath the shelf here, but she has like a bright grow light, and so yeah, I think she is appreciating it a lot, and I am so proud of her because she adds color to a dark corner of my shelf. And with that big leaves, she stands out so much. You can see her from afar, and yeah, it just makes me happy looking at her. She's like a ray of sunshine in the winter months. So yeah, my philodendron painted lady. Okay, so I have two more plants, and of course, if we are gonna talk about easy care plant but are uncommon, one of them would be a ZZ for sure. But I have here the ZZ Raven. I am just gonna show you the ZZ Raven because yeah, as I said, this is about a easy and common houseplants. I also have the regular green one here, but yeah, it's because I have them both in the same pot, so I can't really just show one of them. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about the Raven ZZ. The Raven ZZ has been on my care for mind you, a long time now. She is, I find, a very slow grower, slower than the regular ZZ actually. I think I've had her for like 3 years now, and I think it didn't help also that I am neglecting her a lot, just because it's a ZZ and it can tolerate a lot of maltreatment, if I would say. So yeah, I don't pay much attention to this plant, and I guess I have put her in a very dark corner for a long time. And if you can see, her stems are just super leggy. And right now, if you can see the green ZZ, her stem is actually curly, or no, what do I call this? Like when the plant is thirsty, the stem would wrinkle. It's wrinkled right now. So it means that she definitely need water like yesterday. So yeah, I will be watering this plant as soon as I finished filming. But yeah, this can tolerate a very low light condition. But as I said with the other plant, if you put them in a very low light condition, they will grow for sure, but they will grow very slowly. It will affect the type of the leaves that you're gonna get, and also the stem would get very leggy, and it would take a very long time for them to grow because of course they are not getting any enough light to photosynthesize and to sustain for themselves. So yeah, light is important, water as well, but as much as they want those, sometimes we can't just provide that, especially on the winter season. But yeah, this is an uncommon easy plant, ZZ Raven. So pretty with that dark leaves. So the last plant is a philodendron that I have gotten as a very small plant. I have gotten her, I think at the beginning of this year. Not even the beginning, I think mid, before summer for sure. So I got her as a 4-inch plant with a few leaves. This is my philodendron biliaceae with a lot of leaves now. These are all new leaves. The leaves that had come with the plant had all died off. She had suffered thrips a while back. If you can see, this leaf has some damage to the back of it. She is now thrip free, but yeah, the damage are still visible on some of the leaves, and I don't think there's something I could do about it. But I just love how, oh, I'm sorry, I kicked the tripod. Yeah, I just love how beautiful she is. I love looking at her on the shelf, and she is looking like that. The back is a little bare, if you can see, because she is facing the other side like that. But I don't mind it because I can see all the leaves facing one direction, which is nice. The only issue I am having with this plant is it is getting a lot of extra flora nectaries. If you can see, there are some somewhat like water droplet on the stem here. I don't think you can see it, but let me see how I'm doing it. I'll try if I could attach like a b-roll for that one, but those extra flora nectaries is actually helpful for the plant and at the same time damaging. In my case, that's just what I thought. This signals that your plant is trying to deter pests or to fight off pests that your plant may have, or to prevent pests in general. But at the same time, when these little droplets are on the leaves, they make like brown spot on, like, can you see that one by my finger? There is like a brown spot there with some water like thingy that will leave the mark on the plant, and I don't like it. I have a few leaves here that has holes like that, and it's not pest damage, it's the extra flora nectaries that are causing that. I tried washing the plant off as often as I can, but yeah, sometimes I just get tired of it and I just leave it be. But other than that, the plant is very pretty. I love the dark long leaves of this plant with the long sinus, or the ears, lobes, however you call that. Super pretty. Same story, it is dusty, but yeah. And the petiole also is like somewhat pinkish in color. I am debating whether I would put this in a trellis. No, not a trellis, a pole, just to help with the roots, because if you can see on the bottom of the pot there, she actually has two aerial roots here, and then there's one here that could probably appreciate like a moss pole. But I don't know, I'm just giving it more time to maybe figure out itself. And if you can see, she has a long root over there. So yeah, she had grown so much since I've gotten her, and I have repotted her once, and she is now in a 6-inch pot, and I think she is very happy. She sits by the window. This and the two other plant sits by the window because I think she likes more sun. And yeah, this is my philodendron biliaceae. Alright guys, that's all the plants that I wanted to show you today. They are all my favorites because they are easy care and they don't require a lot of time and attention from me, and I'm just so proud of them, and they're unique on their own way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!